Hello there, fellow YouTubers, boys and girls. Elton here in the in this frozen mud ball part of the world. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I've only been awake for like I don't know, a couple hours. So when it gets cloudy like this, like it's been for like 2 months now, it doesn't give you a lot of energy. I'm much more energetic when it's sunny, like yesterday. Anyway, hopefully we'll see some sun today, but you can see by my windows it's definitely not August. No, today is December 12th, and I figured why not, a couple of flurries coming down. I figured why not make a video and show you guys what I got cooking on Kijiji, what I have for sale in terms of my vintage ads, even though last update didn't do a damn thing, but hey, gotta keep trying, maybe there's a couple of things or, whatnot that might interest at least one of you out there. And, you should also know that I take, in terms of payments, I take Interac e-transfer, which is a bank transfer. That's in Canada only. As for the rest of the world, is PayPal. And if I receive a payment on a same day, I might ship the same day or at the latest the day after. And before I show you what I got on Kijiji, Gloria, you want to say hello? Psst, you want to say hello? Meow? No? Yeah. Here's the 38 Chevy painting, which I'm getting ready to finish soon, so you're going to see an update on that soon. Okay, so let me show you what like I said, I'm putting ads, putting up ads of vintage ads on Kijiji every day. So some of them are not even really vintage, they're just a few years old, or 10, 15 years and all that. But I'm going to try to show you guys as much as I can. And look, like for this, for example, I put up yesterday 3 old via rail ads, with a couple of them in French, 90s. This one's 2005, so $7, not expensive, And generally, almost everything you see here, I charge $3 to ship. Yeah, that's a French Euro French Disneyland, Paris Disneyland ad. 79 International, 73 Monte Carlo. Yeah, there's a Plymouth Grand Fury brochure. There's that's a French, beautiful French, European French. Now when I say that, it means it's not from here, Canada, Quebec. It's from Europe, from France. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? It's for a company that sold spark plugs and headlights and probably other automotive accessories. It's not hard to see why automotive ads are very collectible. I mean, it's just the more you go back in time, the more amazing usually they are, Look at that. Here's a French 1968 Peugeot ad. Yeah. I saw one of these last summer. Not surprisingly, in the Plateau sector of Montreal, because that's where a lot of, French, Parisian French type of people live there. So they're crazy about their French cars, obviously. Matter of fact, a few months ago, I was filming a walk on Mont Royal Street, and I filmed a Citroën 2 Chevaux. A very uncommon car in a lot of parts of the world, Yeah, look at this. Even some of these are weird. Like, look at this one here. This is for, like, a nutty candy bar. It's so strange, like it's nuts, and it translates to the nuts candy bar. And then look at this, it says here, with this woman, it says, "Nous les femmes, on aime les nuts." It says, women like nuts. You see the sexual reference there? It's funny, haha, So it's pretty funny. And I'm gonna try not to make this as long as the last one here. Even this, look how cool, again from the same magazine. This is awesome. Look at that design. It's such a 60s, early 70s type of design. Look at that. This is from a company called Deville, which provided gas heating, le chauffage à gaz. Oh, yeah, this is a little bit big, actually. Yeah, it's a little bit big. Anyway, better big than not being able to see what's there, right? So. This one's gonna sell fast, I think. Look at this. This 68 Datsun Sport 2000 convertible. Look at that cool that is. Is that an awesome ad or what? This is really the earliest days of Datsun in terms of when they started exporting. The oldest Datsun I have is an American ad from 1962 of all years, you know. Even this, even look how beautiful this was here. Even this, a shoe polish. Check that out. Neat, you know. And what else? Oh yeah, look at this from the same magazine again. Well, here's an Alfa Romeo ad, right? Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. This is a French beer ad. It was called 3333. Look how lovely that is. And it's funny because the camera, you know, sometimes it doesn't show the right colors, like the right tones. Like that blue is not, it's not the same blue it's showing. The blue on that that ad is more like a old school kind of blue, shade of blue. I had a guy last week, he contacted me because of this ad, and he was a huge Volvo fanatic. He had several of them. Apparently he was buying them all the time as a mechanic, and he came for this ad. And he didn't buy it. He bought like a whole ton of other ones for like $50, man. And actually the funny thing is that this one I reposted it, and the picture, I have to change the picture because I forgot that it's out of focus. So that's not too good. Yeah, those are guys like Camaro's Firebirds of the 80s, right? The design which was carried up until 92. This one here, I got lots of tire ads. BF Goodrich, Firestone, Goodyear, Uniroyal, lots of tire ads. You're interested in muffler ads, suspension ads. I mean, I got lots of different things. Yeah, and if I have any requests for lots of other stuff, electronics, food, you know, booze ads, whether it's whiskey or beer, soda pop. I mean, I don't have everything, but I got a lot of stuff, you know. I concentrate not only just not just because of automotive ads, but because of the fact that these are the things that sell the most, you know. And not only that, I've been busier more than ever to take apart all these magazines that I have, not just to list all these ads that are like sort of fresh, so to speak. I haven't had them sitting around in a file or anything, but because of the fact that well, I lost my train of thought, but it's also because of the fact that if somebody has a request for a certain car, then I might be able to find it quicker rather than it being in a magazine still and in a pile, which, like, you know, I spent hours sometimes looking for ads for people. Look at these cars. All these cars were hot, and some of them are still hot now. Look at that Ferrari Testarossa for an automotive accessories ad. Look at this. Look how funky this ad is. Doesn't get more 80s looking than that. That's awesome, though, you know? Again, this stuff is cheap thrills, you know, a few bucks, $4, $5. I mean, they're not going to drop in value, you know. I don't think so anyway. Look at that beautiful Ford Probe GT 90. Getting close to the last years for this. Well, getting close. They only made this body, actually, I think like 5 years. 88, 87 to 92. And it was 93 they revised it, actually. And I have ads for the revised version, 93, 94, 95. Moving right along, I don't know how many ads I have right now. I probably have like 1,000 by now. I still have this. Such a cool ad. Look at this. Every time I see this ad for this Northrop F-18 jet fighter, it kind of reminds me of the stealth bomber, you know, that triangle shaped 78 ad. And I've had this thing a long time. I'm asking $5. If you're interested in it, I mean, make me an offer. Maybe a reasonable offer. You know. Even this, look at this. I even like post the posters. You know, these 11 by 16 posters they had in the car magazines. I post these too. If I had a ton of money, frankly, I'd love to frame a lot of this stuff. I love framing lawn ads. You see anything you like, you're in Montreal or you're gonna be in Montreal. Anything you like, come on down, come on to my place. You know, maybe I'll make you a coffee, and I can frame any of this stuff if you need inexpensively. Look, here's a lot of this stuff I posted yesterday. A lot of these ads are very, very much for the man or a man cave because they came out of a, look at these, they came out of a Penthouse magazine, you know, an adult magazine. Look how cool that is. A Kawasaki with a Chevy 210 56, you know, it's so, look at these ads here. Look at this one, Benson and Hedges. This is like a sexist ad, you know, typical of that time. Different time, look at this. You know, funny and sexist all the fucking same time. You know, This is really neat. Look at this. Again, really guy stuff here. Camel cigarette ad. Again, I posted these particular ads last night. Here, you got your Rockola vintage jukebox icon. You got a Ford Model A. You got a motorcycle. I mean, it's really it's about as macho as you can get, you know. And other stuff I have here. Yeah, that's really cool. Oh, by the way, if any of you want to check out any of this stuff, even if it's not to buy, you just go to my retro old school homepage, and you see on the bottom right of my picture there, you'll see the link for my Kijiji page here, or I should say pages. Yeah, that's really cool. This is gorgeous. You know what? This is. I don't even. I mean, you know, if business wasn't so rough lately, or cash wise was so slow, I would keep this actually and frame it. It's just such a great picture. It's 7x10. Those visible gas pumps are epic. I mean, that was the earliest days of motoring, you know. This is gonna sell quick. This is another ad I put up yesterday. Look at that. It's already got 11 visits. 73 Datsun saves ad. This is just classic. What was it? Not last week, the week before. I sold $110 worth of Datsun ads. Every Datsun ad I had on file, I sold to a collector out in Winnipeg. So you see, when I say these things are very collectible. There, I'm thinking about a guy I know. Hey, young guy, Paul there. You know who you are there. Here's a 67 International Scout ad. Of course, you got a 65. I don't even know if you're going to ever finish the damn thing. I hope so. And you got a lot of help from your dad. Hell, I don't even know if you're going to watch this. But anyway, he's also a fellow rail fan. He's a good guy. Here, I even post even obscure things like this. You know, I try. I mean, this is kind of stuff that was easier to sell on eBay because I had a broader market reach. But look at that. That's a stock exchange building in New York. This is from a 70s book. Look at that. You got your Dodge Coronet taxi, Ford LTD, Checker taxi. You know what I mean? It's just, it's beautiful. It's Americana. It's history. Moments in time. Moments in time. Look at that. 1979 Alitalia airline ad. DC-10. You know? Very cool stuff. I'm going to show one more page and then I'm going to stop there. Go to page 3. Oh, what the hell? I was on page 3. Oh, okay. I have a lot of military stuff too. Not tons of it, but a lot of these ads join the Army, especially join the U.S. Army. But look at this one too. I have this one is Canadian, Royal Canadian Air Force, 57. Yeah, 57. There's some pretty cool stuff like this. Look at this. This is a big, this is a large ad, man. Check that out. Yeah, man. Those of you who love racing, drag racing specifically, 1993. Yeah, this is, you see, I'm a really creative guy. I love to create things and save things if I can. This picture was part of an original ad, but what happened is that the edges were all worn out. So I cut it down, and then I pasted it on this old paper that was, you know, sometimes the old books, they would have like the first page was like a different color before it went to the page with the text, and it was the same type of colored page at the end, the last page. Well, that's what I did. I cut that out of, I don't know what kind of book, and then 11 by 14 about, and there you go. I don't care if I sell a lot of stuff I have. I don't care if I don't sell. Like, look how cool this is. 1944 Lockheed Martin, man. You know, World War II, right in the thick of things. Gorgeous ad, flying high. You know, right before the post-war era. French 1976 Air Canada ad, large ad. This is about 14 by 22 inches. Look at that, and in French. Beautiful. Anybody who loves planes or airline history, you know. Look at this. I even recently put up articles for certain cars. Look at that, 1990 BMW 850i, which is funny because I just saw a video. One of the guys I'm subscribed to, it's called Regular Cars there. And they do an in-depth look at certain cars, everything from, you know, mechanical history and so forth, ownership, and yeah, this ought to sell. I'm surprised I didn't sell this. This is I had this even on eBay. I remember for a long time before I quit selling on eBay because of the fees. Look at that beautiful KLM ad. Look at that combi cargo planes, fantastic ad, great color. Great photography. And we're going to wrap it up here. I haven't even had breakfast really. All I had was an apple. Sawbad. See, there's another one there. You join the U.S. Army. You know, look at that. Here's a Toyota MR2 road test, in-depth article. And we're going to finish here. Look at this one here, 1990 Acura NSX. Right on. I don't have an ad for it, but I used to have a couple ads for them. I sold them fast. But I do have this in-depth article. You know, and there are people looking for this stuff. They own these cars, or they had one, or they dream of owning one, or whatever, you know. Anyway, guys, so that's about it. There you go. There's my my channel art picture right now, and you can just click on that. There's the Kijiji link right here at the bottom right. And like I said, if you ever have any requests, you can send me, shoot me a, you know, an email at eltonmcfall at hotmail.com, or you know, you can contact me through my Kijiji ads here. And oh yeah, by the way, look at this. Here's another one. It's so cool. I got a lot of ads I got to my friend in Michigan. Check this out. 1960 British Hawker Hunter fighter jet. Look how cool that is. Man, that's awesome. You know, the jet age. Amazing. Alright guys, so anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're having a nice day. Maybe if you're lucky, if it's sunny where you are. And I wish you all the best and take care. Bye-bye.